Mina. I can't hear. Hello. I can't hear you. Anybody? Hello. 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 I'm unable to hear anything. Your video is stopped.
फरी आपको बंद करनी फरी चालू करो चलो
Good morning, everyone. Is my voice audible enough?
Yeah, now I can hear.
Yes, sir. Actually, the session will start exactly at 11:30. So meanwhile, I was just playing a video of our DC Island, which is one of the world's largest in South Korea, and that's located in South Korea. And LS Electric has been, ensured that the entire island is run using DC power. So it's one of a kind. So I'll just replay your video for you once again. By the time all our members start joining, and the session will start exactly at 11:30.
The video is stopped, no?
Yes, it stopped.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah. I'll just play it for you once again till all the members come. Hello. Yeah, sure. 1 second. Just give me a minute.
In 2020. LS Electric is the main affiliate of LS Electric is the new name of LSIS since 2020. The name has been changed from LS Industrial System to LS Electric in 2020. LS Electric is the main affiliate of LS Group and global leader of power, automation, and the smart energy industry. We lead various fields such as electricity, automation, and energy. LS Electric provides total solution overarching power plant, substation, and distribution system. We provide total solution of HVDC and FACS, including system, parts, production and test, and maintenance. We customize our facility to match with the environment and location and meet the needs of our clients. LS Electric provides power equipment diagnosis and preventive system PDPS, monitoring performance and function of power system composed of GIS, HVTR, and HV. LV-MV system covers a wide range of voltage from low of 1,000 volts to a high of 36,000 volts. And we develop and provide LV-MV system following IEC and ANSI international standard. LS Electric has grown as a leader of the ESS industry with its profound smart energy project experience. We provide overarching automation solutions from unit devices to process control. Our major products include PLC supporting automated control of machines and manufacturing facilities, motion controller and servo system for precise control of robots, AC drive for motor speed, and HMI for monitoring and controlling devices. LS Electric creates an efficient, secure, and smart manufacturing environment with our unique solution prepared for the future of automated industry. Based on advanced technology in the field of train signal, communication, electric T&D solution, LS Electric implements several world-class projects in the railway system industry. As a total solution provider of smart electricity and automation, LS Electric plans to get the current major business on the right track and develop next-generation technology. PT&T is the first ever independent testing center equipped with a 2,000 MVA high-voltage facility in South Korea. And our top priority in running this center is to acquire advanced technology and best quality of product. LS Electric has multiple divisions and branches. LS Electric provides smart factory solutions related to low-voltage devices and circuit breakers by adopting IoT technology. Since 2009, when we became the first Korean company entering the Japanese solar energy market, we acquired the following photovoltaic power plant projects: JRE, Japan Renewable Energy Funded Mito Project, Hokkaido Chitos Project, Izikwa Hanamizuki Project, and Morioka Project. LS Electric also addressed the chronic power shortage problem of Jindo Island in the Jeonnam province of South Korea by converting the entire island into the world's biggest DC electric grid system. LS Electric participates in multinational and international industry fairs to communicate with our clients. As a leading company in the electricity and automation industry for the last 40 years, LS Electric now provides smart energy solutions.
So good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much. So myself, Sunita, I would not be taking much of your time. So we'll be starting the session like we mentioned exactly at 11:30 right now. I'm the marketing manager at LS Electric. So before we go on to the session, I thought why not we have a poll? Just two questions to just know how our audience, to know whether you are already aware or you be using the product EMPR, that is Electronic Motor Production Relays. And at the same time, we just wanted to know whether you guys have already been aware of LS Electric. So right now, I'll just launch a poll, which just takes around 2 minutes of your time, or just 20 to 30 seconds. So please participate in it. So meanwhile, you take part in the poll. I would be introducing Mr. Rajesh Kumar, Rajesh Jayachandran. He's a regional sales manager with more than 10 to 12 years of experience in electrical industry. So he has been here with LS, interacting with all the industries from various aspects. And so he would be one of our panelists today. Along with that, Mr. Dawal, he would also be joining here in another few seconds. So we are a member from LS Electric. So the launch will end in another 2 to 3 seconds. I think few more has to vote. So LS Electric, if you know it, I'm not sure. I'm like the results over here poll shows that majority of you guys already know LS Electric from prior. So it's an organization which have been established in 1972, is pretty long, and has been working in India from a quite long time. But we officially launched our branch office here in India, in Bangalore, in the month of December 2020. And from then on, we are working full-fledged as an Indian branch also right now. So for the introduction and the details would be given by Mr. Rajesh. I'll hand it over to him. Thank you. Thank you everyone for polling. Yeah.
So good morning, everyone. So first of all, thanks for joining. So we have close to 53 participants. So our humble thanks for everyone who have joined for this. So I want this to be a more interactive. So whenever you want to ask question, so please ask. Kindly, it's better to keep notes of all the questions. So we'll be answering the question at the end. Okay. I'm requesting participant to mute yourself. Sunita, please talk to Dhaval. He's having some challenge to join.
Sure, I'll give a call to him. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So, I'll start my presentation. So hope everyone can able to see the screen. The screen is visible. The presentation screen is visible. So you can just repeat the chat box. Okay, fine. So today what we are going to see is more about motor production. Today's our topic is motor production. Okay, so now my question is, any idea so you are 55 people now, so you are all expert in this industry. So how much is the motor load of the industry? So a lot of different kind of industry. So any guess, what is the approximate percentage of motor load in the industry? So different kinds of load. So one is major is a motor load, then light load, induction load, heater load. So different kinds of load are there. So somebody has mentioned 90%. Okay. So any other answers you can type in the chat box. I'm requesting participants to kindly mute yourself. Okay. So, yeah. So 50%, 70%. Shivakumar mentioned 60 to 70. Good. So thank you. Thanks for your participation. So it's close. It's varies in between 50 to 80%. So again, it depends on the industry type. So cement plant, sugar plant, steel plant, power plant, it varies. So broadly between 50 to 80%. So now by seeing this data, we all know this is going to be one of the critical load. So which has to be properly taken care. So the next point is one small interesting thing. So hope some of you must have watched the movie Untold Story of MS Dhoni. So many of you must have watched this movie. So in this movie, one interesting conversation between AK Ganguly and the Dhoni. So AK Ganguly is the Kolkata-based railway head. So Dhoni was working there for some time. There's an interesting conversation when Dhoni was in a dilemma. So the conversation is like, so what will you do in the match if the bowler bowls leg cutter, then off cutter, yorker, bouncer, slow ball, leg break, off break? So the Dhoni will answer accordingly. So I will leave this ball well left. I will go for it. So this is the answer. It's all about protecting the wicket and keep scoring runs. So similarly, in protecting the motor, it's not similar. So all the scenario are not similar. So it has a different scenario. So this is your different strokes for
Rajendra ji, out of.
Sunita, you can mute participant Sunita or okay. So this is we are calling different strokes for different folks. So what are the various kinds of motor loads? If you see in depth, there are a constant torque load, quadratic torque load, constant power load, constant power torque load, starting / breaking torque load. So each load behaves in a different way. So now let's see how we are going to manage this load with the help of electronic motor protection relay. Okay. I'm sure you all have knowledge about this trip class. So now my question is how to protect motor. So basically the issue for motor is overheat. So overheat under normal circumstances or AV start condition. So these are the basic problem for the motor. The overheating can be caused due to overload, phase unbalance, etc., etc. So many reasons. So how to protect the motors? All these days we are using our traditional overload relay, bimetallic overload relay. So what is overload relay? It's a electromechanical device. So combination of two different metals. That's why we are calling as a bimetal relay. So when current increases, the bimetal property tends to change. High coefficient material and the low coefficient material. So when current increases, this variation in the coefficiency will make this bimetal strip to bend. So that will trip the mechanism. So this is the traditional overload relay. Okay, so as we see now, different loads or different strokes, like if you see the curve here, current increases, trip time varies. So like it's called as a class 5, class 10A, class 20, class 30. It's defined based on the tripping time. So the above chart shows it's a IEC and IS representation. It's a production device mentioned, given by IEC and IS. What is the time for the current increase versus the tripping characteristics? So a single bimetal relay will not able to handle all different kinds of tripping curve. So that is a product, one product called electronic motor protection relay. So which will help to take care of all the classes, class 5, class 10A, class 20, class 30. So this device will help to take care of all the tripping characteristics. Okay. So now, for example, we all know this overload relay will cost around 1,000 rupees. So for electronic overcurrent relay, so this EMPR, electronic motor protection relay, how much you will pay as a user? So you can just type in the chat box. So Sunita, you can read out the chat box, Sunita. What is the value they are just explaining?
Right now they have mentioned 2000, similar price or less price, almost same price, 3 times of regular, 2500, maybe 5000.
Okay.
So mostly about 2000, maximum 10,000.
Okay. So it varies between 1,000 rupees to 10,000 rupees. That is the feedback. Right. Okay. Okay. Fine. So we'll see why it is important. After that, you will understand how much you can, you'll get a confidence about this product. So let's see a few case study. Then I will hand over to Mr. Dhaval. So he will take you towards the in-depth of the project. So this is the personal experience. So if you take any industry, we have already seen motor load is critical. So what is critical in industry? So production downtime is very critical. So they are not ready to take any downtime. So production downtime is very much important. So no excuse in this. Second one, there is a resource waste in terms of raw material. When the job is there, for example, at a tire curing machine, so the raw material of rubber is there, or any other OEM machine. So when the object is there inside, raw material inside, if something happens, the raw material will go for waste. That is one. So resource waste in terms of raw material. Then manpower wastage. At the time of downtime, what manpower will do? So that is the resource manpower wastage. Third, excess inventory. So for example, a overload relay, it's start from 1 amps up to 50, 60 amps. So for 1 amps to 60 amps, close to 23 different SKUs. 1 amps to 2 amps or 2 amps to 3 amps, 3 amps to 5 amps, 5 amps to 8 amps. So like this, close to 23 different SKUs. One has to maintain, one industry has to maintain based on their motor load type. So they have to keep an excess inventory based on the motor. So inventory management is also an issue. Here also they are wasting money of keeping more inventory. So
Rajesh, pardon me just a minute, if you don't mind. Could you just remove the 901 on the 90% on the board on the PPT?
So it's not going. I tried already.
Okay, fine. All right, because I just got 2-3 comments over here. So if you could just.
Yeah, I'm just trying. It's not going. Somebody has. So, okay. Sorry, Sunita. Okay. So.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. So then comes to re-establishing cars. So the motor has to go for rewinding. So rewinding has to be done. There is a time delay. So it's a re-establishment cost. So these are very critical for the industry. Now see, after switching from our traditional overload relay to EMPR, so this is the personal experience we have done in a couple of industries. So I will give you a number, it's honest number, how much it has reduced. So production downtime has reduced by 70%. Then resource wastage in terms of raw material, they have saved raw material 85%. The manpower wastage has been saved. Excess inventory has removed almost 95%. So apart from that, the motor rewinding cost has reduced to 45%. For example, an industry used to spend 25 lakhs of motor rewinding costs. So they have saved 45% on that. So you now imagine how much this device is capable of saving your money in terms of production downtime, in terms of raw material, manpower, excess inventory, then rewinding cost. So this is the beauty about this product. For the thermal overload relay cost 1,000 rupees. So now you think and tell how much you can pay for this product. Sunita, I need your help in reading out, Sunita.
Maximum, wait, no comments yet.
So any number, even it's
7,000.
less. Okay.
3x.
3x price.
3x the price.
Go ahead, not okay. 7,000, 3x price.
2 to 3 times.
of the regular. Okay, fine.
Yes.
So thank you. So that's the reason. That's the reason. So as a industry point of view, end user point of view, maintenance point of view. So if we share the real information, how much they can have a peace of mind, definitely they will understand. So maybe here a lot of consultants are there, contractors are there, panel builders are there. So you have to see. So today we all thinking about making customer life more easy. So this is one such product. So you can, as a consultant or a contractor or a panel builder, you can take initiative. So to reach out to your customer to change from traditional overload relay to this electronic motor production relay. Again, the beauty is this is CT based. So it will go and suit with any existing contactor, any make of existing contactor, which is not going for the new product. It will suitable for the any make of existing contactor. Replacement is very much easy. Okay. So which is like, no? Okay. So which is like now Sachin, we all know Sachin. Sachin is good in batting, we all know. So it's like Sachin is playing defense shot, drive, flick, cut, square drive, pull hook, all the shots Sachin used to play. So again, I'm repeating, it's about protecting wicket and keep scoring runs. So this is one such kind of product, saving the motor. At the same time, it will gives more headache to the maintenance point as well as the cost-effective solution also. So this is a one product that just consists of all encompassing solution. It's a microprocessor based overload relay. So precision tripping as per set parameter. So Dhaval will give more insights towards this precision tripping. Then it's a cost-effective replacement for the thermal overload relay. So we'll definitely share you the pricing once this meeting is over. It's a very cost-effective device. Then possible to retrofit with any make, as I already mentioned. Then does not age over time like thermal relay. Since it's a microprocessor base, there is no mechanical or a thermal mechanical life for a bimetal strip. So that is also we are superseding. Then suitable for a trip class, as I already mentioned for the trip curve, 10A, 10, 20, 30. So it's a single device which will take care of all the tripping class. So this is my last slide. Then Mr. Dhaval will take it forward. So what is the wish list?
Rajesh,
yeah.
Before you go to the last slide, there's one question by Shailesh Tiwari over here regarding your case study where we started off. He would like you to explain the context of overload relay operation a bit on how these figures, as both the types, does the same function.
Sure. So now it's a wish list for starting all types of motor. So the wish list is like, so provision to delay starting time up to 30 seconds. For example, compressor, ID fan. So the starting inrush is more. So to overcome that, so it's a tripping time up to 30 seconds. So in case of phase loss, so set to trip in 1 to 5 seconds for the short time phase loss. In case of lock rotor, you can set a trip in between 1 to 5 seconds again. There is a lamp to start blinking when overloading occurs. It's a signal, alarm. So you will get alarm. So then lamp to glow continuously when tripping occurs. Overloading occurs, tripping occurs. It's blinking, glowing continuously. The next stage. So trip the starter unit when unbalance occur. So trip the starter unit in case of earth fault. So operate in wide band coil, that is a 322, 480. We are trying to include 242, 480. So this is the advantages about this product. I request Dhaval to take it forward. So before that, Sunita, what is the question? Yeah, Shailesh Tiwari, right? So please explain. This is context of overload relay operation a bit. I mean, how it is resulting in figuring as both. See, so thermal overload relay is not directly suitable. Yes, we'll share the PPT. It's not directly suitable for class 10, class 10A, class 20, and class 30. So it will not possible to manage the different load with thermal overload relay. In case of electronic overload relay, so you can manage all kinds of load. So that is the thing. So Dhaval, you can take it forward, Dhaval.
You can, yeah. Am I audible? Hello?
Dhaval, you're audible.
Okay, great. So good morning, everybody, and thank you for your time. So let us quickly start with the presentation. basically we would be discussing on the product line, as Rajesh has already explained some of the benefits. So basically it is a microprocessor based unit, and it has the protection electrical it protects electrical equipment such as three-phase motor overheating, as well as, so basically it is delayed as well as inverse characteristics. So overcurrent, reverse phase, lock rotor current, jam rotor, undercurrent, ground fault. All these protections can be available in the same window. So as few of the points which Rajesh mentioned, I would just quickly take over from them. When it is a thermal overload relay, rated current scaling is very small, which is 1 to 1.6 or 6 to 10 similarly. Whereas here, the span of the relay is from 5 to 100 amperes. So for up to 100 amperes, there is no need of CT. You get by default one single relay, which can be used anywhere. So from the maintenance perspective, the same relay can be used anywhere. Whereas at the same time, since it is an electronic relay, there is no ambient temperature conditions or any atmospheric conditions which will impact the operations of the relay. Whereas in case of thermal overload relay, definitely it will change as per the ambient temperature. Again, thermal overload relay works only for the thermal inverse time basis, whereas this can be operated for definite, inverse, and thermal inverse time.
Dawal sir, actually, your presentation has not been shared. Could you just check that, if you don't mind?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Is it viewable?
Yes. Yes, right.
Okay. So this is where I was mentioning about thermal overload relay versus electronic overload relay. You have wide span, irrespective of ambient temperature, the operating characteristics are stable, and you can have definite inverse and thermal inverse time. Trip delays can be set. So these are the few advantages over the thermal overload relay. Again, additionally, in addition to the basic functionality, you can have inbuilt auxiliary functions wherein you can get 1 NO, 1 NC, or up to 5 NC. At the same time, the power consumption is very less. So these are the advantages of electronic overload relays. So moving ahead, conventional relay versus our EMPR, we have just shown the ladder as per the platform available for the various relays, wherein GMP being the low cost motor protection relay, as Rajesh mentioned earlier, and few people had responded. So this is an economical relay wherein you get the current protection and it can be mounted directly on the contactor. So basically, being an electronic overload relay, you can always have type 2 coordination, absolutely no problem with this overload relays. The second product is DMP, wherein you get, in addition to the current, it also monitors the cause of the accident. And again, it is available in standard type, instantaneous type, and the ground type. Now that will also have the additional features, which is a new model DMPR, which in addition to that, it will have RS485 protection also. In IMP, in addition to the DMP, you will get enhanced ground fault protection, and you will get the communication functions also. Then IMC is there, Intelligent Motor Control Center. As the name suggests, you can configure the software and you can use various DMPs, IMPs into the various motors basically into one single software. And the last one, which is MMP, in addition to the current, you get voltage protection also, as well as power protection also. So this is a typical architecture wherein you can configure from DCS to Ethernet, PLC, and then there are the various end field or field equipments. So, but then the point is here, what we are showing is you can get the real-time data and you have the very precise accuracy level for this monitoring. So what do we get? We get 1% class accuracy, we get voltage monitoring, we get current monitoring, we get power factor monitoring. Inverse time rated current is available. Controlling, you can control the starters, direct, start delta, reverse starter, react. Means any mode of operation is possible with this starting functions. Protection, of course, you will get all the protections of current, voltage, and power. And you can also have the communication through RS485. So basically what I would say here is one of the points which Rajesh had mentioned regarding 70% reduction in the downtime. I'll just add a few points wherein when we say generally a reactive power is there, operating efficiency is less than 50% generally, wherein when a product fails and then we go and rectify the situation. Whereas in the planned or proactive maintenance, operating efficiency remains between 50 to 75, where you plan and then regular maintenance takes care. But with this product, since it can cover IMCC, intelligent motor protection, and you get the real-time data from the field, it is always a predictive maintenance. So it is having the what we can say advanced analytics and the real-time data. So the operating efficiency will definitely go more than 90% of any organization. So that's why you should go for this kind of relays. So what are the overview features? Metering of current, voltage, and frequency with 1% accuracy for current and voltage, and you get 60 harmonic maintenance up to the 16th harmonic level. Carrying out complex relay functions related to current, voltage, energy, and power factor. Wide range available, as I mentioned, 5 to 100 ampere. In fact, this relay is available from 0.3 also, but then the higher side would be 0.3 to 30 ampere or 0.3 to 60 ampere, something like that. So basically the range is available from 0.3 ampere to 100 ampere. So of course, again, as we mentioned earlier, you save on CT, you save on compactness of the panel. So everywhere there is a cost reduction over here. And you get the advanced features. So power loss and restarting is there. So when a device fails and it restarts, you can have a delay of 30 seconds or something. You can set up to 300 seconds. Communication is there in RS485, and you also have the analog module output, which is 4 to 25, wherein you can configure it as per your need. So what are the main functions? So if we look for the main functions, it is protection element, it is measurement element, and it can be controlling the motor center. So when it comes to the protection element, you get overcurrent, definite time or inverse time, thermal relay, non-thermal relay, undercurrent, lock rotor current, phase loss, reverse loss, instantaneous, and ground fault. Moving up, voltage, if you have voltage protection, under voltage, phase loss, unbalance, phase reverse, and of course power, over power, under power, over power factor, and under power factor. So all these things can be measured: active reactive power, active reactive energy, power factor, and as mentioned earlier, 16th harmonic TSG of current and voltage. And again, statics, as I said, it is advanced analytical settings. So you have event recording, you get predictive maintenance. Since it is overcurrent, you can set it at some predefined level. So before damage can occur, you can set it for, let's assume 75% or 80% of the load factor. It can be controlled from remote station. It can be controlled from motor control center. It can be auto reset or remote reset. And starting functions, you can start dual, reverse starter, star delta starter, inverter starter. So this is the product, what it will look like. This is the display of MMP. On the left side, if you see, this is the measurement and the operation information, which shows the voltage, current, and the reverse power, reverse phase, power factor, power energy display, and various setting values, fault level. Whereas here, if you see the part B, which shows load factor display, which is 50 to 120%. Then these three indicators are there, where it shows on, motor start, motor reverse, and off position. And the extreme right, which is the running mode condition, whether it is operated from local station, automatic, reverse, or communication type of communication. Whereas the main unit has so many terminals. You can go through the details whenever you have a free time. Voltage terminals means all the input and output terminals are there. Okay, this is the product description. Generally in LS, we see whatever is the product, You can configure it for current, power. This is the insulation resistance basically, and the non-communication type of communication type, and the range, as I said, 0.5 to 10 ampere one relay is available, or the 5 to 100 ampere other relay is available. So moving ahead with intelligent MCC or smart MCC, we can go ahead for this enhanced customer service with minimization of on-site confirmation. But basically here in a nutshell, what we would say is that you can configure for n number of relays if you have the software, and that software can be communicated. Means 30 EMPS can be connected to one HMI, and such HMIs can be connected to SCADA through Modbus TP. So this is the HMI which we can offer. Where settings are, if you have the software, you can copy paste the settings. So again, configuration time is reduced, and at the same time, human errors can also be avoided. This is the snapshot of a MCC, intelligent MCC, being reduction in the CT, being reduction in the meters. Compactness can be almost 30% reduction can definitely be achieved through any intelligent MCC. And yeah, so you can see with drawable units, height is adjustable from 150 mm to 750 mm, and MCC and contactors have been horizontally mounted in each unit. So again, compactness is there. We in fact, we have our own IC 61439 solution with part A and part 2, which we can offer with IP43 as well as up to IP54 as the need-based solution we can offer, and all are ASTA certified. So we can offer the solution for IC 61439 also. As I mentioned, predictive maintenance energy management system will help you to communicate to the SCADA or the senior management or whoever is the higher level with the real-time data, at the same time, more accurate data. So decision-making can be faster with this level of communication. So again, coming back to the products, what is the difference? We have up to 100 ampere from 0.5 to 100 ampere. Voltage level, we have the harmonics monitoring in the same relay. We have accuracy class of 1%. We have incorrect connection detection. Generally, if there is a reverse phase connection or the connections are not proper, so that is also been detected and displayed on the same. Harmonics you can monitor to actually the 16th harmonic. IOs are there, yes, of course. 5 input and 6 output IOs are there. So again, you can configure as per the need. Starting method, five type of starting methods are there, which we already learned: UL, star delta, and various operating mechanisms. Diagnosis, you can have counting and saving. You can have the status check of the relays also. And of course, as we discussed earlier, event storage, 5 times of the storage can be possible. And instantaneous power failure, you have the time settable, so you can set the time accordingly. Communication is also there. RS485 and 4 to 20 milliamps output is available. So these are the snap view of the product. The basic line would be available now: IMP, IMC3, and MMP. So all have LED 7-segment LED function or without display. And since the displays are different, you can order as per your need. In the basic 2 models of GMP and up to IMP, you get 1 NO, 1 NC, or 2 NO, 1 NO or 1 NC kind of configurations. Whereas when you go for IMC and MMP, you will get 6 IOs configuration. As mentioned, 0.3 to 80 amperes configuration is available in GMP. 6 and 65 ampere. So basically, it is again 0.3 to 6 or 5 to 65 ampere in DMP. Similarly, up to 100 ampere. And if we see MMP, here also it is available for 100 ampere. So measurement wise, GMP is only suitable for current measurement, DMP suitable for current as well as ground fault, and MMP will have additional voltage, power, and harmonics. So similarly, we see protection overcurrent, undercurrent, phase loss, reverse, unbalanced, lock rotor. All these basic functionalities of all current related products would be available in GMP. So even if it is the most economical product, you get the highest number of protections in this product. But when you go to the highest level, you also get voltage-based protections, power-based protections, and in 2 units, you also get insulation resistance, whereas you can add what we say the thermistors to the relay. So temperature can also be temperature of the motor can also be sensed from this same relay. So you can just connect PTC wires to the terminals available on this. And of course, in the new upcoming all models, we are trying to accommodate the communication also. So these are the variants. Like when we go for GMP, there is tunnel type, screw type, ZCT is inbuilt, various. If you see overcurrent is there, lock. When we go for Z type, ground fault is available. Then when we go for R type, the reverse phase protection is available. When we go for this TDA model, you get undercurrent protection also inbuilt. One more important fact which goes with this product is all the products you will get CE, UL, CSA, and here you see safety mark also. So can you see this? Are you able to see the page which I am showing, or it is just slide?
Yes, we are able to see your slide, sir.
No, only the PPT level, not page.
Yeah, PPT, we are able to see the certification which has been given.
Just hold on. So this is the safety mark. S mark is the safety mark. So it gives you the use to approve a product safely and reliability and the safe design of the manufacturing in a way to review the quality management. So whenever S mark is there, it means that safety product is available. So this gives you the reliability to use the product in your system anywhere, wherever you desire. But importantly, all this product range would be available in C, UL, UL, US, and CC. I think MI is also available. So in any global part, you can use these products, and you will have the same configuration of the same part number available in any part of the world. So moving ahead, again, this is the hot selling, or you can say the champion of the product. Like in case of car, what we call it as Swift. Similarly, DMPA is the most hot running product which serves most of the purpose of all the industries. So you have basic functionalities of overcurrent, lock rotor current, phase unbalance, reverse phase, undercurrent, ground fault inbuilt in almost all the product range. Only the few things which would be varying is the instantaneous protection in some of the products. And there would be terminal type connection, penetrate type of connection, Modbus or 4 to 20 milliamps output is also available. Again, as I mentioned, UL, CE, and CCC. These basic certifications would always be available in all the products. IMP is available with RS 485 and 4 to 20 milliamps has an inbuilt protection and can be available from 0.125 to 100 ampere. So this is the product range. Like few of the settings which Rajesh already mentioned, 30 to 70% of the retail ampere can be set and trip within 3 seconds. MMP, the highest version. Again, if you see, it is UL, CE, CCC, and there are the 3 models. One is MMP-C, MMP-P, and MMP-H. So when we say C, it is current model. When we say P, it is power model. And when we say S, it is insulation resistance. So you get insulation resistance plus motor winding temperature sensing inbuilt for this S model. So this is in a nutshell all about the product. And I'll just show this slide again. I think some. So here is a small view. What is available in which functionality is available in which product. You can have the first page of the second or third page of the catalog. You will get all the details, what current protections, what voltage protections, what power protections are available in the various models. So this catalog, I think we have almost shared to everyone, and maybe if not, we will share it immediately. So that's it from my side. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask all the questions.
Thank you so much, Dhaval sir and Rajesh for your wonderful presentation. Like we mentioned, we have kept the webinar quite short and crisp. And here we do have some questions. And Mr. Rajesh Kumar and Tarun Tiwari had already answered few of them.
Sunita, your voice is not audible, Sunita.
Is it clear now?
No, it's clear.
Yeah, thank you so much for your presentation. So we do have some questionnaires over here where Mr. Rajesh Kumar and Tarun Tiwari had answered few of them. But again, there are some more questions, so which I think both of you could answer. So some of the question could be like, one of them was, how can we incorporate earth leakage protection in motor circuit? Rajesh, if you could just help me out in this.
Sunita, we have almost answered all the questions in the chat box itself.
Okay. And with respect to the PPT and catalog, no worries. Once the session is over, to all the participants, we will be sharing it.
Somebody mentioned regarding this motor vibration, it is not available in this product line. But definitely insulation resistance and the temperature sensing of the motor is available. These two functionalities are available in some of the models. Make it
so I want to conclude with a small thing. So see, we have seen already motor as a critical load. So I have seen a kit called Motor Doctor. So one group of engineers has joined and constructed this kit. It's called Motor Doctor. Okay. So the idea of this Motor Doctor is, so it's a kind of a suitcase. So in the olden days, doctor used to hold. So with this suitcase, you can go and connect with the motor in the industry. So any kind of industry, any kind of load. So what this kit will do, so this kit will start reading the parameters, field current, armature current, bearing, so what not. So it will read all the parameters. So it's a real time. So it's a continuous thing. It will take a signature of the 1 day, even including the current signature. So 1 day. So if client insists, they will go for 1 more day. Okay. So at the end of second day, so you will get a report. So stating that this is the health of your motor. So you imagine. So you will get a health report of your motor. So this is how the industry is going towards. So our device, this EMPR, it's a very small one. So which gives almost 40% of what Motor Doctor is doing in the industry. So the industry is going in this direction. So very, very soon, so all the motor will be monitored in cloud. So this is the beginning of the industrial revolution. So with the help of EOCR, electronic over current relay or electronic motor protection relay, you can achieve a basic 40% of the job. So with this, I will conclude my part.
Also, one thing, Rajesh, which we should highlight, all people needs to understand is, since I mentioned, like, since it is CE, CSA, UL approved, all the machines, if you are a machine manufacturer, all your machines can be used by default, be UL certified with this product range.
Yeah, sure. So you you can just read the last question from Munuswamy and you can answer to the question.
Just hold on. What is that?
So here my chat box is very small. I cannot able to make it big. It's a big question.
How can it protect?
Read it out.
The last question is, how can we protect circuit from harmonics, and how can you protect The circuit from harmonics is one of the question, and one more is mobile monitoring is mentioned. Please explain in detail about the platform.
Okay, fine then.
Yeah. So basically for harmonics, as we mentioned earlier, it is a microprocessor based protection relay. So it has a defined algorithm in that which monitors, and since this functionality is available only in the highest model, which is monitoring current, voltage, and power. So it has an algorithm which it monitors the harmonics, and then it gives the protection up to the 16th level of harmonics. Second one was in PPT, mobile monitoring is mentioned. Yes, because since you can connect through the communication, you can have the IoT platform if you are using at the senior level of. Yes, we do supply to some of the manufacturers. Absolutely no problem.
So not all the makes. So we are trying to restrict. So LS, the basic idea is LS want to establish themselves in their own brand name. So you might have known. So LS is white labeling for a number of Indian as well as the European or switchgear manufacturers in the world. So the idea is now we want to be on our own now. So that is the agenda. So going forward, LS presence will be aggressive in India. So you will see everything in the LS brand only. So see, for giving confidence, we are not only in electric. So LS is also into various fields, especially in India. We have automotive, LS automotive and LS cables. So this gives confidence for the LS group to enter into LS electric industry also. So we have a 10 years old cable plant, which is in Noida, and we have a 2 big plant in India of LS automotive. So 1,000+ employees are working for LS Automotive. So basically they manufacture the door control and the mirror control switch for automobile industry. So it's a very big plant in Chennai. So all these things, small development, achievement gives more confidence for LS Electric Group in India. They are very big. So Korea is world 10th largest economy. So where LS Electric holds close to 60 to 65% of market share in the industry. So in some time back, so L&T used to do the same in India. So slowly it's degrading. It's like similar to in Korea market, LS holds close to 60+ % of market share. So if we talk about the industry, we have 4 plants in Korea. So whatever comes to India, it's all from Korea. So not from China. So it's all coming from Korea only. So we have 4 different plants in Korea. It's completely automized. 99% it's robotic and system driven. So we have 1 more factory in Vietnam, which is more into switchboard business. So we have 2 factory in China. So that is for MCB and the final low voltage product is concerned. So coming back to this, it's like no, in India, we have CPRI and DERDA. So also, but in Korea, so PTNT, this is own lab of LS Electric. So which is the 13th largest testing capacity lab in the world. So 13th largest testing capacity lab in the world, which has the short circuit testing facility of up to 2000 MVA. So if you see this PPT, so the certification body like Asta, DECRA, Akima, ANSI, Coras, all the people will come to our lab. They will certify the test. So this is one of the biggest strength of LS. Then this is the global presence of LS. For us for India, the headquarters is based out of Dubai. So Dubai covers Europe, Africa, and part of Asia market. So our regional headquarters is based out of Dubai. We have a very big warehouse in Dubai, Jebel Ali free export zone. So nothing to worry about the logistics part. So we have multiple options. So to manage the customer thing. So we have all the certifications. You name any certification, so we have. So this is the biggest strength of LS. So thank you everyone for participating. So any more thing, any questions, Sunita?
Yes, 1 second. I would like to launch 1 more poll, if you don't mind. Hello? Yeah, just a minute.
Yes, yes,
Just give me a minute. So I just wanted to know if you, or instead of the poll isn't working right now. So I'll do one thing. I just ask a question very simple. If you could just comment over here, how was the rating for this presentation? Webinar 1 to 5, 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest. So if you could just mention in the comments so we could improvise on it. The webinar session, how well is it? Was it useful for you all? Was it knowledgeable? So 1 to 5, you can just put your ratings down. 5, 4.9. Thank you so much. Pretty good ratings. So I'm sure Rajesh and Davasa has done a great job then for the day. All right. One more question for you all. Would you be interested to join our next webinar? Yes or no? So based on that, I'll be sending you invite and troubling you with reminders. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Yes, price list, our team would be sharing to you. We would be sharing the webinar PPT as well as the catalog. So you can all go refer through that and you can revert back to the questions with respect to that any, and we'll be always there to revert back. Thank you so much for joining once again. Thank you all.
So you can note down
We'll
the
be
email
ending the meeting now.
number. So any questions you can
Yes.
keep in touch with me or Dhaval. Thank you. Thanks for your time. Thanks for joining. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for the day.
Thanks, Sunita.
Thank you, Rajesh. Thank you, Dhaval sir. Thank you all.